Hello everyone, it's Carla here from Body Organics. Today I'm going to do a little class with you about shoulders. And the reason I'm going to do this is that I, thanks to a little bit too much computer time in this era of pandemic, have sort of ended up restricting a lot of my thoracic spine and ended up with, shamefully, a stuck shoulder, okay? The word for it is an impingement, but impingement talks about the idea is that the subacromial space, so remember you've got your scapula, you've got your acromion process, and then you've got your humerus. And the space between the head of the humerus and the acromion, called subacromial space, and that requires you to have a bit of space because otherwise the bursa gets a bit irritated. Now, one of the reasons why the shoulder gets stuck like this is because our rib cage gets stuck and our scapula's not gliding. So when I go to lift my arm, you can sort of see it gets a little bit of stuck. And yes, I can move my arm better, get better humeral head placement, but I still need to have my scapula, so this thing on the back here, sliding and gliding a little on my rib cage. So we have to find ways to get my rib cage moving as well as getting shoulder work. So let's just do some ideas here. So what I've done is I've got my Makarlu and I'm going to, now you can do it whichever one you like, but a lot of us like the little bit of spike to get in there. So what I've done is I've taken the middle dome and then I put my outer dome here. Now the idea is that I'm going to use this as a little spiky roll using our expensive wall here. But remember, if you have a refrigerator, a special metal refrigerator, you can also just attach it over there, okay? Sorry, just running around the apartment. So let's just take your Makarlu and you're going to put that on the wall. And I like the spiky bit to go into your scapula, okay? Now, remember that you just want to find the very tip of your scapula and we just sort of roll around. I know, it just, oh. Now, I know some people like to use a spiky ball, but I kind of find that the spiky ball rolls around too much and so you end up stabilizing in the body. And what I'd prefer to do is use the spiky bit, I've just moved it to the other shoulder, use the spiky bit on the edge of my scapula and let it roll just a little bit, not as much as a full ball would, but enough to move. And then I can do some movement as well. Kind of fun. If you want to put your best music on, you can. We can groove in, but I fortunately have a nice view of the ocean today, so I'm just going to enjoy that as my music, the sound of waves. And so you just sort of move it down and start at the tip and then move it a little bit further up. Okay, now my suggestion is that you do that maybe for about 30 to 40 seconds. Then test how your arm moves. Oh, that's a bit better already. So then what we're going to do, now you can do this with the spiky one, or you could do this with the middle dome and the little dome. Again, you put that in there and you put that right in the middle of your thoracic spine. So I personally like the smaller dome, but a lot of people like a bigger, and that's okay. You go with what works for you. What I like to do is put that right on my vertebra, around T7 to start with, and then I just roll back and forward. So it's like having a little baby arc at home. Special, so special. Then you just take it up a little bit more, and then again, you just roll into your extension, and you curl forward just a little bit. Oh, that feels so good. Back and forward. And then you can just move it up again. Now, for those of you who don't even want to get out of your office chair, you could probably just put this on the back of the office chair and do some of these ideas. But it's kind of nice to get up and standing around. Just back and forward. And you move it up, just really up until you get to about T1, so the top. So we're really talking about the space between your bra clip and just before you get into your neck, okay? Oh, have a take a breath. Feel that? Take your arm up in the air. Nice. So then what we're going to do, I'm actually feeling so much better. I don't really need to do anymore, but we probably need to add some more strategies. What's also really kind of nice is that we get into our pec muscle. Yeah. And again, you can get a rolly spiky ball, but I find that sort of like, I recoil from too much of that. And what I want you to do is get this. So I'm just going to show you how I use the corners, and I take my little spiky thing and you can put it this way or that way. Now, if you've got more fuller breasts, like some of us, you can put the bigger one there. And all you do is you just, sorry, I'm just going to roll in. I know it kind of feels weird, I know, but you sort of do that. And you can take your arm up, and you can press it into the wall, and then you can slide it down. So this is where it's really nice just to find a corner in the kitchen or the hallway. And if what you want to do is you then move your head opposite to the shoulder. Oh, delicious, I believe. Nice. Can you see how much more open my shoulders are? So let's do the other side. So sorry, I'm, ever professional in my filming. So you put that there, you put your arm there, and you press in and out. And you're really trying to open out through this pec muscle, because remember, the pec attaches, you keep doing this on the thing, the pec attaches to your coracoid process. And so your coracoid process drags down your scapula down, losing your subacromial space. So feel that, take your arm up and down. Voila, doesn't that feel great? So again, what I like to do is just get in just all around my collarbone as well. So what I like to do there is I like to take my middle dome as well. Oh, I've just realized that I'm matching. How unfortunate. So what you're going to do is just get into your coracoid and then roll it up under your collarbone, okay? Breathe into it and just really massage in. Turn your head to the side, smile, turn your head to the side, take your arm up in the air. Getting better. So then through here, and up. Turn your head the opposite way. Then what you're going to do is get your Makarlu just onto the center of your sternum, and you're just going to glide that down. Bring your chin down. Make as many as you like. I don't mind. I'm not going to judge you. Take your head back. This time what we're going to do is you're going to open your mouth, and at the top you close it. So we'll do this together. I can't sort of do it and talk, so I'll do it with you now. Bring your chin, head down. Open your mouth. Close your mouth and get that beautiful stretch through here. At the same time you're pulling down. So that then just releases some of the platysma, which is another pull on the collarbone. Remember, your collarbone attaches to around here on your shoulder, connecting into the acromion process, having an impact on the subacromium space. Do that. Oh, yes. Moving better. Now, the next thing that I would suggest you do is once you've done all of this, just as your simple little 10-minute program, yes, there's a whole series of strength work we have to do, and I'll show you that in a different class. But for now, what you've done is do some release work, and then you take your open planet position again. You can do it that one, or you can get the two little domes. So the two little domes, They come in together, and I'm sorry, I'm so professional, I know. You click them together, put them like that, and you just put them under your armpit. Now, the technical term for that is called distraction. And what you can do, you can just sneak that in there with a nice long collared shirt. You can just do your work, or you can cook dinner. Some of us have even been known to go out and have a glass of champagne with this under here, just to actually relieve the shoulder a little bit. It may feel a bit icky at first, but then once you've done it for a little while, you take your arm up. Ta-da! Does that not feel fantastic? So there, it's 10 little minutes of program, just that you can do to help release your scapula and get your humeral head and acromion in a better relationship, just in case you have stopped moving your thoracic spine in these current times. Thank you and enjoy.